don't have enough to retire. Okay, so
Yeah.
they are very concerned, and they are now, that's why EPF is now going out to do roadshow to tell people, please save more. Okay, so what we are also arranging for you here, instead of just EPF, there are other options that you can look at. So please pass the floor over to Sim Chin, okay, to continue. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, Mary, for the introduction. Before I start, I'd like to quickly do an icebreaker with you. William will introduce our whole session today. Thank you.
Can I stay here? Okay. Good morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome, and also online. Morning, online participants today. Now, before we start, let's do some warm-ups. So, okay, have everyone done this robust word puzzle before? Robust word puzzle. Not heard before? Let me show you what's that all about. Okay. Now, for the online participant, please feel free to just join us. And then, okay, this is robust word puzzle. It was something like that. Can you guess what this means? Anyone can guess? Come on.
Example, yeah.
Just example. Multiple choice, right? Thank you. So it's multiple choice, right? So everybody got an idea? Okay, ready? Shall we try the next one? Okay, come. What's this? Come on. I think Raymond Saucet cannot see, right? Cannot see me.
Forgive and forget.
Yeah. Great one. Forgive and forget. Come on. Yeah, you got it right. Forgive and forget.
Forgive and forget.
Okay.
Okay, the next one.
How about we continue? How about this? What do you see? You see the word? Then?
Really related to money.
Yeah. Come on. Long-winded. Tony said, win, win, win. Raymond Sauté. No, you're very close. The win is correct. Can you see?
Win up.
Win up.
Almost there.
Almost there. Jatuh, right? Jatuh, right? Jatuh in English means what?
Win what?
Jatuh means what in English?
Windfall. Windfall.
Yes.
Yes, got it. Windfall.
Yes.
Great one.
And Jim got it. Yeah.
Now, come on. Let's do another one.
Let's do another one.
Let's do another one, yeah?
The next one. Next one, huh?
Yeah. Okay, how about this? How about this? What do you see here? Everyone.
Raymond so what?
Raymond Saw said, what?
11 o'clock.
Raymond, come to the conference room.
Yes, Hassan.
3.
Oh, that is money. Congratulations, Nick.
Nick,
Hassan.
congrats.
Nick, time is money.
Then the last one.
Okay, shall we do a last one before?
Last one.
Okay, come on. What is this? What is this? Do you see?
1 in a million. Yeah.
1 in a million. Oh, congratulations. Okay, 1 in a million. Thank you, everyone. I think to those participate, thank you very much for the online participants as well. Let me do a quick introductions. Okay, my name is William from Manulife.
Sorry, maybe you understand here so people can also.
Stand here.
No, in this side.
This side, yeah.
Yeah, so you can also see the screen and they can also see
The camera is there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Someone behind somebody, then they see you.
Okay. Thank you, Gurmeet. Okay, my name is William. I'm from Manulife. Thanks to Melly to do the introduction just now. Let me introduce to you Siu Chin. Siu Chin is very passionate about educating and helping families and individuals to achieve their financial freedom, including her own. She believes everyone should manage their own finances, all right, and also know how to invest your hard-earned money. Siu Chin, Siu Chin is currently a unit trust managing advisor with Manulife Investment Berhad. Okay, and she has currently managing over 86 million of her client asset now. She been in the industry for 29 years, right? And in unit trust business. And I think let's not further ado. Let us welcome Suchin. Over to you, Suchin.
Okay, thank you, William. Good morning to everyone. Thanks to Meili for the kind introduction and also to William as well. Thank you so much for being here today. Maybe I should stand there, yeah?
It's still.
No, you also can because they can see you all come inside here. Come towards here.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, here, okay.
Yeah, they can see.
All right. Okay. Now, as what William has mentioned, I'm actually very passionate about educating because we know in schools we don't learn about financial literacy, and many people come out to work and kind of like don't know or rather struggle about how they can actually manage their finances even better and in a more efficient manner. And the reason why we're here today is that Meili has invited us to come in to talk about on the retirement aspect of our career path and our lives and for our family as well. Okay, without further ado, let me just briefly talk about financial planning. So why we are here today is talking about the wealth accumulation and preservation side. Tip of the iceberg only because we only have 1 hour. So we do our best to focus on the financial planning aspect, on wealth accumulation and preservation. So today we touch a little bit on retirement. So, but before that, let me bring you to the what we're going to talk about today and what you're going to take away today. And we hope that you will go back with some wealth management secrets which everyone must know, and some practical tool, a tool which you can actually have in your phone all the time to know how to calculate your number, and also some key insights to the EPF account tree, which was just implemented in May recently. Okay, now let's move on to some wealth management tips. I'm going to put it in such a way that is on a quiz way so that we can actually learn along the way. Okay, now if you can participate with me for those who are online as well. Okay, if you were to invest 10,000 ringgit in an investment that gives 8% return per annum, how many years does it take to double up your money? That means how long does it take for it to become 20,000? Okay, now what's the answer? A, 8 years, B, 9 years, or C, 10 years? If you all know, you can type in the chat box, or yes, Meili say rule of 72 got tip already. Cepat, use the tip. Can you all? Or give a wild guess. Lenjin say 10 years. Anyone else? Meili say 9 years. Okay, now the answer is 9 years. How do you calculate this? As Meili say, the rule of 72. How do you count the 9 years? This is how you actually use this formula. It's the 72 divided by 8% to get the number of years to double up your money to 20,000. So when you look at this formula, right, it's actually very an interesting formula to know, especially when you are planning on certain financial goals. For example, this is one way of looking at it. If you have an investment return that gives you 3% per annum, or 6% per annum, or 8, 10, or 15% per annum. So what you can see here is that the number of years you actually need to double up your money is indicated there for you. Okay, but if you look at the reverse side, you reverse it, then you're actually planning to buy a house. You're planning to for retirement, or you're planning for certain specific goals. You know, like you know that you need them to double up the money by 8 years time or 10 years time. Then you know which what do you call it? I cannot project, which number that you actually need, number of years to or interest rate which you need to focus on. You carikan the investment that can give you can double up your money in 5 years. You need 14 or 15% return per annum. So this is a different way of looking at it. Okay, right. Now this is tip number 1. Now let's look at tip number 2. If you invest 10,000 ringgit in an investment with an annual return of 10% per annum, okay, what will it be? What will the value be in 5 years' time? That means 10%, you invest in something that gives you 10% per annum. Every year gives you 10% per annum. What will the value be in 5 years' time? So what's the answer? A, B, or C? Yes, Kenny, thank you. Rule of 72 is the number of years it takes to double your capital. Raymond say A. All right. Fendi says C. I see the right answer already. How to calculate? Congrats, Fendi. I want to give you apple, but you're not here. You can come and take from me afterwards. Okay? Right. The answer is C, 16,105.10. How do you get to this number? Okay. Now, this number comes from this secret of wealth formula. It's a formula founded by Einstein. Okay, this is the 8th wonder of the world, and I call it formula of wealth, but actually he called it compounding interest formula lah. Okay, now this is very simple. FV means future value of your money. Just now you calculated, you got 16/1000, right? So then present value means, PV means the value of the periodic savings that you're putting in. How much you put in to invest with the rate of return, which is the R, rate of return. Rate of return works on multiplication. Your PV works on addition because you keep adding your money to invest, right? So N is actually the period of saving. So N works on an exponential way. Okay, multiply by multiply and multiply. Okay, so how to use this formula? So canggih, right? So technical. But we are actually so fortunate right now. You can actually download this in your phone. It's an app. I encourage all of you to do now with me. Please add on this app called Financial Calculator. If you're on Android, it's called Financial Calculator. And if you are on iPhone, it's called Easy Calculator, EZ Calculator. Okay, can you download it now? For those who are online and you have downloaded, please type 1. Then I know you have downloaded. The Easy Calculator looks like the blue color. Got it?
Okay.
This
one.
Easy Financial Calculator. Okay.
Financial calculator.
Yeah, you got it already. All right. Sir, may I know how to address you?
Adi.
Adi.
Yeah.
Azhar, Adi. How about you, lady? Isha. And Asia. Wow. Have you got it?
It's really confused.
Guys who are online, for those who are online,
Easy calculate.
Gurmeet, you got to add on this to your phone. This is a very important tool everybody must know how to use.
Easy.
Because it teaches you how to calculate your loan, housing loan, car loan. The one that I'm focusing on today is TBM calculator. Tap on to TBM calculator. TBM calculator.
Is it?
All right.
This one, first one.
Okay. TBM,
This one, first one. Second one.
we wait for Miss Gourmet.
You. You dah download?
Bring it up. Alright.
You're ready? Where is the item to be downloaded? From your phone. For those who are online, you can go to your apps to download EZ calculator if you're on iPhone, or search for financial calculator.
Okay. Thank you.
Got it? Thank you, Juso.
So sorry. For iPhone it's
Sorry.
DVM, is it? For iPhone it's DVM.
Okay, the name behind one is their first name actually here.
Oh,
So you mention like Meili, Joyce.
Also, it's the first name.
Yeah, it's okay. So right.
Yes, Bailey.
For
iPhone is
iPhone-
called
EZ calculator.
EZ calculator.
And there's a blue one.
Okay.
EZ calculator. Yeah. The icon is blue color one.
Okay.
Actually, you can find this calculator on the website as well.
Is it? Okay.
But good to have it in your phone because these are very useful tool. Okay, got it, everyone?
You want to take a picture and put there?
No one
You can do a screenshot.
on the chat one. On the chat, type one if you're ready. Let's see, because I want you all to use this. At least you all kind of like use a real situation and calculate. Then you know how to use this. Sometimes you don't know where to put in the numbers, right? So,
EZ financial calculators. EZ
correct,
calculator.
betul.
There's
Thank
so many
you.
blue
Thank you
colours
very
here.
much. So many blue color. Kena EZ calculator.
EZ financial
blue icon.
calculators.
Financial calculator, correct. Okay. Now looking at the question just now, how did our colleague just now get the answer? Yeah. So with 10,000, okay, 10,000 you invest. Why we put negative? Because it's an outflow from your pocket. Okay. Then with a rate of 10% per annum,
Free, is it?
you click
VM.
10%.
So you put minus.
Negative.
Then
Okay, money.
for a period of 5 years. So your compounding part, put a laser further, please pick annually for your compounding part.
So it means, why negative again?
Sebab is moving out from your pocket.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what you do right now, once you key in everything, right? 10,000 invest 10% per annum, you get for a period of 5 years. So you click on the FV, future value, to get your answer.
Oh,
Dapat? So you know why like that? Because your first year 10,000 you dapat 1,000 ringgit interest kan, right? So the second year is 11,000 on 10,000. That's 11,000 on 10%. Then it compound 5 years. It's a multiplication effect. Okay, so you don't only get 15,000 if you do on straight line basis, but you actually get more. Money make money keep on snowballing. So this is the wealth formula which everyone must know. All right. Now let's put it to practice on question number 3. Okay.
You should have.
Now,
how come I got 10,000? 10,400.
Where?
Where did I do wrong?
No, but here you never put here the compound.
Oh, my bad.
No, they monthly.
okay, everybody got it, yeah?
Okay.
Kenny is one of our
Yeah.
she's online,
So,
helping you guys out online. Present value must key in first is outflow of money. Okay. Now, wisdom question number 3. Now, Jacob is 25 years old, very young. He decided to set aside 1,000 per month to save and invest. That gives a return of 8% per annum. What will be the value of his investment in 30 years' time? Okay. Now, 25 years old, 30 years' time. is putting 1,000 per month and getting a return of 8% per annum. So what do you do? Okay, with the TVM calculator, who can give me the answer, get something from me? Okay, 1,000 per annum you put there per month. Per month.
Per month. Okay.
Per month.
Okay, that's payment.
So now your compounding must be monthly, because you're saving every month, right? Then you key in 8% return on an annual rate of 8% per annum. And he's got 30 years to invest, right? So 30 years means 360 months, correct? Times 12, correct? Now, what's the answer? All right.
5.
Somebody's got 113283. No rule. Your compounding need to be monthly,
1490359.45.
Okay. Correct. 14, not
90.
right. Put your mode at the end because he's saving at the end of the month.
Okay, mode N.
Okay. Then click on financial
Sudah.
future value. Remember 4903 also. I know why already. Gourmet also the same.
Yeah, I also got the same.
Okay.
1,935.
4.9 million. Nice, yeah. No rule. I also like. Yeah, my number is 1.5.
It's about 1.5.
Monthly.
Yeah, 1.5. Your mode must be at the beginning.
1.49 million.
Oh, that's why you say, beginning or end? But you say end, right?
I say end.
Yeah, we put end, ma.
End is one.
Then is end, ma.
End is 1.4.
2.
Yeah.
You're right. Sorry. Okay, Gourmet, you're right. All of you all got very correct answer.
Because you say
Because it's the difference between beginning and end of the month.
Correct.
So when you save at the beginning of the month and end of the month, there's a difference.
Correct.
Why the difference? What's the difference?
30 days.
30 days.
Oh, 30 days.
It's 30 days to earn some more.
I see. Okay.
Good question there. Comment there. Now, don't erase everything. Keep it there. Now, let's just say Jacob started 10 years later instead. He didn't start at 25. He did it in 10 years later.
25.
So he got how many years to invest?
10 years later.
Because here he invested 30 years. So he started 10 years later. So he's got only 20 years to invest. Okay. Now what you do here is 1,000 per month.
Right.
Annual rate 8%. Okay. And period 240,000. Wow. Thank you, Kenny, for doing the compounding effect for the second question. Now, once you key in this 240, what's your answer?
589,020.42. You know why? Because you use end, we use beginning. Yeah.
Correct. So you can see the effect of 10 years. Right? You get less. You save lesser time. And you save more time. There's a huge difference there. Okay. Marlena, you got it right. Thank you. Okay. The number with mine is different because I'm using end. I'm using beginning. Yeah.
Oh, using beginning.
Yeah.
She's using beginning, we're using end.
Okay. Now, this is the difference. And what I'm trying to tell you all here is that delay is costly. So no matter what, no matter how much we have, we actually need to start as early as possible. That's the message that we're trying to get across to all of you. Okay. Delay is costly and time is money. Putting it this way, compound interest. Just now I talk about the formula of wealth, right? It's founded by Albert Einstein. It's the greatest mathematical discovery of all time. And it's the eighth wonder of the world. Okay. Now, he who understands it will earn it. He who doesn't will pay it. So the moral of the story here, right? Money can work for you or against you.
Yeah.
right? So must know this formula. So this formula, the calculator I've introduced to you, is a very, very good tool for all of us so that you will know what to do. You know, so a few tips that we have learned today. Yeah, rule of 72. How many years does it take for interest rate to double your money? The formula of wealth, and also delay is costly. Now, time, now we know time is money, and how to plan for retirement itself. Okay, now what you need to do right now is that you just think about, what do you want when you retire? What kind of life do you want when you retire? You know, it's something which you all need to think about, right? Sometimes we may be thinking, you know,
No stress life. That's for sure.
no stress life, right?
You have your money, then you pay off every month without worry.
Yeah, I like Kenny. Kenny said travel around the world.
That is part of it.
Then Jim, plant some durian trees in Kampong. Yes, correct. I'm going to teach you to plant durian trees also. Don't have to worry about money and comfortable lah. You know, can balik kampung and, you know, makan durian also can. Okay, but the one thing that I want you all to know is that how do you plan for it? You know, what do you want to do, and how can we reach to that target itself?
Play with cats.
The questions that always come to mind.
Then you don't have to feed cats.
Play with cats.
Plural.
Yeah, Raymond, we don't want to pay for medical fee all the time. So we must make sure there's this proper financial planning part lah. Insurance, which we didn't cover here today, yeah, Raymond. I'm sure you have it. Yeah, this is another session if you want to talk more about that. How much do I need for retirement? This is one question, one big question mark everybody asks. How and how do I calculate this magic number for myself, for yourself? You know, yeah. So, and how do I invest to reach the target itself, right? So what do we do here? How much do I need for my retirement? So when you think about this number, always think about the number where there is no more loans to repay, no more commitments. Okay, your children dah besar lah. If you all have children and they have all left the nest, don't pay for their expenses anymore. And this is strictly for your essential needs, right? Can still go for holiday, can have some enjoyment, yeah. And also, maybe pay for medical insurance premiums to cover medical and some of the other things. These are some that I've mentioned, but always make sure that when you plan for your retirement, no more loans, no more commitments. Okay, no more hutang already. But this one, the money is here for you to live comfortably. Don't have to worry much, because during retirement we want to have peace. Yeah, peace, love, happiness, you know, and great health, number one. Yeah. Okay. Now look at this. We have actually really calculated, because there's a few steps to do this magic number. If you want to know more, can engage with me after this session. But we have calculated for you this number. Imagine. Okay, I sit down first now. Now, during retirement, inflation rate is 3%, provided 3% lah. Okay. Return on investment must still be at least about 6%, cannot be too high risk already, because your money need to be on a preservation mode. Okay. And imagine your retirement is 55 years old. Okay. And life expectancy about 80 years old lah. So you live till there, then you graduate lah. Okay. Now imagine if you are 35 years old. Okay, you are 35 years old and you want 10,000 per month to live comfortably, right? So which means that based on the calculation, by age 55, you must have 3.8 million already at least. so that every month you use that 10,000 until 80 years old, then makan habis. All right, this is the method that you calculate. Okay, now roughly that you know this is the number, right? Okay, let's imagine you how do we reach this number? Now you know your number already. Okay, what do you all choose, yeah, guys, on online? How much monthly do you want per month to live comfortably? I think some will key in 20,000. Okay, it's okay. No matter how big the number is, you can plan towards that number because you want the lifestyle. Maybe you still want the lifestyle that you want, that you have right now. You know, so what you do is that you can now, with the number in mind, yeah, you can take a shot of this screen. Know if you roughly want to know your number, keep it to yourself. Okay, then how do we reach all this number that we have over here? Okay, now imagine, let's do a calculation here. Yeah, I covered this. How do you reach this magic number? And the most important question here is, am I on track? Like we are not 25 anymore. Maybe we are 35. Maybe we are 45. Am I on track? You know, so here is how you look at it. Now let's make an example of imagine this total retirement needs for this person, for this guy or lady who is at 25, and the total retirement needs here is 3 million. All right, how do you reach this number at 3 million at age 55? All right, now the magic calculator take out again. Okay, help me to calculate. Okay. Now, imagine your present value, because maybe this person young, baru kerja, don't really have much accumulated yet. But some, be surprised, some have some already saved and invest. Okay, but let's put it at 0 first. And future value, this person wants 3 million. Key in 3 million into future value. Rate of return of 8% per annum. Okay, let's assume that you can put into an investment vehicle giving you a conservative 8% per annum. And yeah, number of months means at 25, he invest, and how much does he need to put in until 55? The time frame that this person have until 55, which is actually 30 years lah. 55 minus 25, 30 years times 12 months, which is 360 months. So what is the number that we want to find out here, right? So you click onto, I think now you're pro already, right? Click onto PMT, meaning how much per month does
2,199.
Yeah. Thanks, Gourmet. Thank you for the answer. I think I should give you an apple.
I thought you were saying you give me percentage.
Yeah, many people answer just now, didn't take apple. Online,
Guys, faster.
Okay, 2,000, right? 2,000 ringgit per annum. Now imagine this person have to start his journey here, putting in 2,000 per month. Okay, now continue doing this in the next 10 years. How much will the value be at 35? Okay, don't change anything. You go to number of months, change to 120 months.
Be the
because
previous
10 years.
yes, correct.
Okay. How much would, let's just say this person is Jacob lah. How much would Jacob have accumulated at 35? 10 years later, if he do 2,000 per month. So you use a financial calculator, to key in the 3 million, okay, the rate of 8% per annum, and number of months now 120.
Okay.
So along the journey, he has saved 20. Okay. Yeah. Can somebody shout out to me?
16 to 9. He need to
Yes,
pay off,
he-
is it? You're talking about he need to pay off, is it?
How much would he have? How much would he have accumulated? He do 2,000 per month for the next 20 years. 10 years, sorry.
Still 2,000, so negative 4,000. 2,000.
Yeah. Okay. 366, yeah. Yeah, mainly get about 368, around there.
365.
Okay. Nurul at 1.5 million. Let's see, yeah. Have you got the 366 or 368?
368.
36.
Okay.
36.
Now, imagine this person continue doing this again for the next 10 years. That means he has accumulated 20 years already. So you put your number of months 240. Okay, what would the value be?
1.1, 1185.
Correct. Thank you, Gourmet. Okay.
It's okay, 1.
So imagine by doing so, first 10 years, second 10 years, what's the difference here itself? He has accumulated and his wealth have increased another 812,000. And imagine this person continue doing it again, okay, until he reached 3 million. 30 years he has accumulated. Can you see the effect? He has his wealth during 20 years to 30 years increased by another 1.8 million. This is the power of snowball. Money make money and keep making money. Okay. Now, with this itself, it tells us, let's not delay. Let's not delay. That's why what I have brought to you today have motivated and inspired me to do. And I hope what I brought to you today itself will inspire you to do the same. Okay. Now, I understand that some of us is not we are not young anymore. You know, we are maybe 35, 45, or maybe reaching retirement as well. But at this point of time, we would have already said something, right? Then we can do a reality check itself. You know, then if not, my number I cannot reach yet. So some adjustments can be done where you can just push your retirement age to maybe 60 or 65, right? So all these adjustments can be done. So whenever we need more time, we just need to push forward for retirement fund itself. Okay, now before I come to this, right?
Enquest can.
Anybody?
No, it's together.
Anybody answer? Have you all a retirement account in place? Anybody have a retirement account in place?
I think maybe mainly alone.
Just EPF.
Yes, you're right. EPF.
IPM
We already have something in place. And we are actually very blessed, you know, in Malaysia itself, that our government actually enact and act to put on a mandatory retirement fund for all employees in Malaysia. Those who are working, those who are doing their own business can also contribute to that to build their retirement fund itself. So EPF has always been there for us. We are actually very blessed, but okay, imagine some countries don't have that, you know. So most of it, the companies will build the retirement pension fund for their employees by using fund managers to build for it. Like Manulife Investment itself, they are actually employee provident fund provider for number 1 in Hong Kong and number 2 in Indonesia itself. You know, so we are actually very blessed having EPF. You know, how do we maximize and optimize our EPF funding? and how do we actually make sure that we have enough during retirement? So these are the few questions we always have. You know, we will never have enough if we don't do something about it. Okay. Now, if you're aware, you all know that EPF just restructured recently, yeah, in May itself, on the 11th May. And what's the addition that came out from there? Yeah, account 3. Okay, basically this restructuring thing is done to enhance the current people's needs in Malaysia. Our government knows that there are people suffering, they don't have enough care, so they are opening this little account 3 for them to use the money for emergency purposes. And number 2, they also have enhanced the income security for members for their retirement itself. So this is how it has been restructured. From account 1 and 2, you can see that last time contribution is 70% and 30%. And the new restructured one, you will have more to account 1, 75% being contributed there. And account Sejahtera, okay, which is actually used for your housing, medical and education purposes, and account flexible 10% there. So if you notice, you log into your account, you know you got this account flexible, which is what's the purpose of account flexible 3. Okay, well, I call it account 3 easier, because it's a mouthful saying account flexible. Okay, now account flexible is actually an account where it's flexible for short-term financial needs. Short-term financial needs. And saving in this account can be withdrawn anytime just from your phone account. You can do it.
That's dangerous.
Okay, the minimum withdrawal. Can anybody guess the minimum withdrawal that you can take?
1K?
Minimum.
1K? 1K?
So if you want to take out money from
It
account,
depends on how much you have, right?
it's actually it's good that people don't know how much. Okay, that means it's just stay there. You can withdraw 50 ringgit.
50 ringgit.
Then you tekan the button, ching ching, masuk your bank account already. You need to apply for it lah. Okay. So it's very easy, it's very liquid. So the reason why we are here today, I'm here today, is to highlight to you the importance, of holding back. Okay, now there's also this option for those who are in need, where you can do a balance transfer from your account Sejahtera to your account 1 and account 3. Account 1 and account 3. So this is how it works. Imagine if you have more than 30,000 in your account Sejahtera. You have 30,000 in your account Sejahtera. If you opt in, that means you apply to opt in, to transfer, you half of the amount will be left behind in account 2. 5/30 of it will go into account 1, and the balance goes to account 3. Wow, 10,000 in my account flexible, tempting or not? Very tempting, isn't it? So what can you do with this? Okay, now the other one is if you have less than 1,000 or in between 1 to 3,000, if you have less than 1,000, you can transfer all to account 3. If you have between 1 to 3,000, excuse me, you can transfer 1,000. Okay, this is the opt-in option. All right. Now, by doing this, right, makes it that a lot of outflow right now from EPF. And do you opt in for account Sejahtera? Okay, question. Recent newspaper statistics right now, as of 21st July, the 3.4 million members, okay, below the age of 55, have opted to switch to account flexible.
Almost
Yeah.
280% of members.
Yeah.
Right?
So there's a 9 billion movement
Yeah.
to account flexible now. 9B, you know,
Yeah. More than 200
a lot.
members.
As of today,
200% members more
yeah.
than that.
This one has been withdrawn, you know, the 8.9 billion.
Oh. The member are only 3.4, so they withdraw 8.9. So it's redouble, it's 6.8. So it's more than that.
So it's like there has already been a transfer of 12.6 billion to account flexible, and 8.9 billion, 9 billion has been withdrawn to be used. Outflow, no? Actually, number one, good for the economy lah. That's
Yeah.
spending.
Yeah.
But the effect is the retirement account.
Yeah.
Cukup ke tak cukup? No?
Sekarang,
Yeah.
I know.
So you may think that you may have retired your money now, no, but thank you so much for coming. So you can actually do something about this. Okay. Now, what can you do with account free? Sometimes, I mean, for people who are in need right now, you can take out to pay for emergency lah. You know, medical bill, you don't have the money to pay for medical expenses. Number two, you can also withdraw to put into your private retirement scheme if you like. Okay. And this is how you can save, because there's a tax relief given by the government. If you save 3,000 per annum, you can save on your tax also. Okay. Where if you actually are on a 13% bracket with 3,000 relief that you get, you save 330 ringgit of tax. If you're on 21%, you save 570 ringgit. If you're on 34% tax bracket, you save 750 ringgit. So you can kind of like use this account to do your private retirement scheme, because it's still going into a second retirement account. Right? Okay. Now you can do it PRS. Number three, repay bad loans. What are bad loans? Okay. Bad loans are loans that have more than 6% interest charged to you. A very classic example is credit card bills. Okay, credit card bills, which I think the interest is about 1.5 per month, which is 18% per annum. Very expensive. Imagine if you keep account balances in credit card, you don't settle it every month itself, this interest will eat up into your money. Okay. Now, third one. Okay, now this is a scenario. Very common questions which I always get from my clients. Okay, Switching. I am paying a flexi home loan, 600,000 with interest of 4% per annum. Okay, and your monthly income currently can pay for your flexi home loan. All right. Now the question is, this loan is for 20 years, and if you're actually holding 50,000 with a fixed return of 6% per annum, this 50,000 is available for you to withdraw, but it's in an investment 6% per annum lah. Okay. Now the question is, should you withdraw the 50,000 to pay for the flexi home loan, and so that you can reduce your monthly installment amount? Should you do that? Okay. Should you do that? Yeah.
It depends, because the 50K you get 6%. It's slightly more than what you're going to pay.
So if you do that, okay, let's look
If
at,
you reduce your amount, you're
still paying,
but you're still
paying lesser,
pay lesser, right?
saving on your cash flow
Yes,
also.
you're saving on your
I
cash.
agree with you also, Gurmeet.
Yeah.
But if you look at it this way,
But it's you have to calculate and see around towards the 20 years how much you get, whether it's worth it or not. Yeah.
So if you never withdraw, you just continue paying your loan for 20 years, your loan interest cost is 272,000.
Okay.
If you withdraw 50,000 and put this 50,000 into the flexi home loan, your interest cost is 249,000 over 20 years. So you actually save 22,000. But don't forget, if your 50,000 remain for 20 years at 6% per annum, you would have earned a total interest of 110,000.
So it's 90,000 different.
Yeah. So the moral of the story here is that don't withdraw if your housing loan interest is less than your investment interest that you earn. Okay, so this is very interesting, right? Okay. So building your trees. Number four, if it can also be taken out, if you like, to actually accelerate your retirement account investment also. Right now, you know that EPF gives us about 6% per annum. But if you are actually smart enough, you can invest yourself and bring in more returns for your retirement account with the discipline of not using it for anything else, but just for your retirement itself. Please go ahead and do so itself. So the thing is that what kind of investment vehicles are available for you out there? There are so many at the moment, but please bear in mind, don't go into money scams. There's so many news right now going around. But today, I'll just quickly share with you what kind of investment vehicles are out there for you to invest. So if you're on capital preservation mode, you put your money into bond and FD, which is 3 to 4%. You also can invest into insurance and property to protect your wealth, and also there are wealth accumulating investment vehicles out there for you to accumulate your wealth also. So depending on how pandai we are to invest, So the fact that I'm actually from the unit trust background, been doing this for 20 over years, an investor for almost 29 years, I share a bit about what I have gone through with unit trust itself. So please bear in mind, unit trust investment is very versatile, very liquid, and unit trust investment itself can cover this range of the FD to shares. Okay, so it's a very simple investment itself where I'm sure any one of y'all have already invested in unit trust.
Yeah, I invested before, then I came out.
Okay. Okay, anyone in the chat room invested in unit trust before?
Somebody asked.
I'm sure some of y'all would have, but with the proper strategies that you have, investment is something which you must know what you're going into, have the knowledge before you even go into it, and what are the strategies that you actually adopt during this time. So in fact, in unit trust itself, people can actually put in however much of money that they can afford at that point of time to invest slowly by putting into a fund here. Okay, and this money is held safely by a trustee. Nobody can touch your money. Okay, and our fund managers will work the money for you. So in doing that, the fund managers, with the money they have, they invest in authorized assets, which are actually listed companies in the different bursa in Malaysia and all over the world. So depending on what you want to invest into and which one that you must go into, so we have to diversify your investment itself. So where you can actually get capital gains, okay, and also distribution, so that this kind of concept gives you capital gain during the first initial years of investment. Then later on, when you retire that time, you want this portfolio to give you dividends, give you passive income. So the crafting process comes in with knowledge and advice. If you really don't have the time to manage it, there are advisors like us out there to help you with it. Okay, now
Sujin, somebody put up a chat message. Yes, he has invested by losing money in unit trust. Hafiz.
Okay. Thank you for the question, Hafiz. I will really need to look at what you have gone in unit trust and what happened during the the process itself. Because by investing in unit trust, there are many strategies. I can't cover it over here today, but what I can do is that I can actually sit down with you and have a review. Okay. Now, invest in unit trust using EPF money. Yes. No, Asli, yes, you can. Okay, because EPF itself allows us to use from our account one. Yeah, only if you're eligible itself.
What about invest in gold? Somebody asked. Norazli asked again.
We don't touch gold, but we have a fund that touches commodities, and gold is actually inside there. So probably that is one of the portfolio you might want to hold if you're interested in gold, lah. So like the typical retirement planning, as you can see in the screen itself here today, is something which you save until your age 60, let's just say, then you gonna until zero already. Correct? How about if there is a sustainable income generating portfolio which you can build and give you this passive income every month that you need? Okay. Now, there is this possible way of doing, which we have successfully done for many of our clients, and also, which one would you choose? Okay, which one would you choose, audience in the chat, in online? When you retire, you have your money still there, but give you interest every month to sustain your retirement fund. Okay, it's a crafting process, So when you do this itself, it takes time, 5, 10, 20 years. Okay, so this sustainable income generating portfolio is possible. Thank you for your response. Use up all my money before I go. Yes, you can choose to do that. You can also use up your money, but some people choose to also, want to mess of kin lah, give family or your children, But as a financial planner itself, building this sustainable income generating portfolio is something doable, but there will also be time where you need more money. You can still withdraw from the portfolio to use. So you don't have to worry so much. Okay, now, I think we are running out of time a little bit, but quickly, just to let you know that with EPF have also started to give us the option to actually accelerate your retirement returns over time. So actually, it started in 1997. In 1997, it started this member investment scheme approved by EPF. So that means they only approve certain EPF, certain unit trust funds provided by the providers out there, to invest into with your unit trust money. So the fact that EPF have already scrutinized the funds for you means that these funds are performing funds. These funds can actually yield you the kind of return. Okay, but more importantly, you must know how to maneuver on this unit trust one. In times of COVID, what do you do? In times of the past 5 years, what do you do? There's a lot of things that can be done, but sadly to say, some may be still looking at negatives because they do not know what to do. So in our case, we can give the advice on what needs to be done in such times like this. Okay, now, there's some of our funds, a local fund, which has been around for 22 years, can give about 9.4%. Overseas funds, over 10 years can give about 13% return, which is our US equity fund. Okay, this is a little bit about my story. I told you that I've been an investor for 29 years. My small little step that I did I started at 3,000 with 100 ringgit every month. I was at 25 before, 27 before I started like this. So in this like halfway through, I find that this thing can actually help me, and why not help others also? So these are some of my clients' portfolio, which they did not start at millions and hundreds and thousands. They actually started small, step by step, quarter by quarter investments. Okay, this is what you can do. So one you can do is that if you are interested, you can actually check in your EPFI account to see whether you can eligible or not. We can help you to calculate, and by giving us some information that we may need, my colleagues here will actually pass you the survey form to actually find out whether you can have the eligible amount to invest or not lah. Okay, so this is actually the basic savings table. At what age, how much you must have in your account one, how much at which age you must have that amount, then the balance you can times 30%.
Yeah.
Every quarter you can take up, go to invest. Okay,
I know.
yeah. So the reality check itself you have to do lah. If you really want this to be done, I urge you to take charge, find out more. And a little quote is that the best time to plant a tree, or suppose you want to go back kampung to have durians when they retire, it's 20 years ago. The second best time is now. It's never too late. Let's do something about it. Okay, with that, I end my session with Q&A. For those who are online, you can actually scan to register for a 1 hour free financial review and consultancy. If you really like, we can actually reach out to you. If you want to reach out to me, please scan my QR code, like me and connect with me in LinkedIn, right? Okay, and with that, I open up the floor to questions. If you have questions, so I give you all time to fill up the form, right? Clients' investment funds approved by EPF as well. Yeah,
I see.
we have.
What is the minimum period for you to put your money for the investment? Is it 5 years, 10 years?
Okay. Now, at the end of the day, you need to focus on your financial goal first lah. Okay. Now, the thing is that if you want to invest, we can actually have a talk first. Can actually discuss with you. Usually, when you talk about investment, it's medium to long term lah. That's where you see the money coming in, and for the funds to be able to rake in the investment returns for you, like what we did today in our wealth wisdom tips, with the financial calculator itself. Because time is money. Time, you have time to invest. The funds keep raking in the returns for you, is where once you reach your financial goal, you are there already. And how you want to manage your funds from there is another chapter already. So the investment itself is actually a journey with you, Amy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll go down and see you shortly.
Okay, thank you, Amy.
Okay, if there's no question, thank you very much, Siu Chin. All of you are most welcome to approach Siu Chin directly, or any of her associates that is with her. Then you can ask her all your questions directly. You can direct your questions to her directly. Then she can help you on that. Okay. Other than that, if there's no other, you're most welcome. Other, if you don't have, thank you very much, everybody.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming.
Bye.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
Thank you.